it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing the usual Play With Me for the week of the 19th to the 25th of December, so this is Christmas week. And I do sort of culturally celebrate the holiday, just with food basically, and watching some movies. So I am using the traditional Christmas art that I drew this year called Holly Jolly, and this is the SPC version. So cute. And I'm going to be pairing this with Champagne Lights foil. Now, a mix of Champagne Lights, a little sprinkling of gold, and then a sparkly red. And they are, sorry, I couldn't get through the pages here. But they are Caress Press foil bundles in her Jingle Bells format, as well as this freebie from SPC that says Merry Christmas. But yeah, I was like, I didn't want to go too crazy on the red, but I feel like the red really pops and went with this kit, because the red is more of like a little pop in each of the full boxes, but I really did love the Champagne Lights for this as well. And I wanted to dial back the red, so I decided to mix both bundles together. I'm going to quickly talk here about the Christmas weekend, because I feel like once I get to the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, in this voiceover, it goes by really quick compared to the rest of the week, and you don't get as much info about it. And of course, this was the big weekend, and Heidi is here playing with something crinkly next to me, but hopefully that doesn't annoy you. But yeah, so Saturday, Christmas Eve, we actually watched a bunch of now what I wanted to talk about, okay, is the food, okay? So this week we during the whole like Black Friday sales and stuff, Luck noticed I messed this up, but the bougie box came out pretty well. Okay, stay on track, Jess. Okay, there was a sale on air fryers, and so we bought an air fryer which we've never had before, for on sale, and it's one that's made here in Finland, and it was only like 70 euros. So we thought, hey, for 70 euros we could try out an air fryer. So it got delivered this week, so we decided to try and use it during our Christmas food stuffs. We like to do like a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day load of food. So Christmas Eve, that mid-morning, I actually put in the air fryer some bacon wrapped dates, and I made them in there, and they turned out so good, so crispy and cooked. And we just snacked on those during the morning while watching movies and stuff. And then for dinner, so Christmas Eve dinner, we decided to do steak. And I haven't had any steak since my birthday at Disneyland in October. So super psyched for that. And Christmas Eve is like the big day here in Finland. So, yeah, we decided to do the steak dinner for that night. So we fried off the steak, and we used butter and garlic and rosemary and a little bit of olive oil, and like fried that off. And then we actually finished it for 4 minutes in the air fryer at the end, and it was so good. Because you know the idea where you finish a steak in the oven, but we did it in the air fryer instead, and that was so good. We also cooked some broccoli in the air fryer. And then in the oven, I baked off a whole bunch of parsnips and beetroots, as well as, that was earlier in the day, so they were already done. And then I also roasted off during the steak stuff was capsicum and red onion. So that was all really good. And then we just had, so a big thing that you have in Finland, they call them laatikos, but they kind of translates to box, but they're like little pre-made casseroles. We don't really like them, to be honest. They use pureed vegetables and cream and egg, and then they're already pre-made, and then you just shove them in the oven because they come in a little tin. And we're not a huge fan. We tried laatikos, and we're just not really into that kind of casserole. Not really like casserole people in Australia, to be honest. But they have a really good year-round one, which is kurma peranat, which is cream potatoes, which is just slices of potatoes. So it's like a gratin, and it's in cream. And we had that in the oven too, so that was our sort of potato side dish. And it was all really good. So we had like steak and parsnip and beetroot and broccoli and capsicum, bell pepper I should say, red onion and cream gratin potatoes. That was our dinner. And then of course we've been having our Christmas cake, and we finished that up on Monday, actually, on Boxing Day. So we ate our whole Christmas cake, which is great. And then on Christmas Day, we decided to be bold, and we got a roast chicken, which they have a really good pre-seasoned roast chicken here, like all year round. And they're pretty small, and so we're like, let's try and put this chicken in the air fryer. So we put the whole roast chicken in the air fryer, and we roasted it for the same amount of time as you would in a normal oven. So, which we just look up how to do that from Delia, because we love Delia, and like she tells you the times based on weight. So we were roasting the chicken, and then I also put in the oven some potatoes and carrots to roast off, and then we had the leftovers from the day before, vegetables like the parsnip and beetroot. But then we had roast potatoes and carrots as well instead. And let me just tell you, the roast chicken was perfection. It tasted like a legit store-bought rotisserie chicken. Like, the skin was so crispy, and the meat was so juicy and tender. Like, even the breast, like, it wasn't dry at all. And like, it just tasted like a store-bought rotisserie chicken, which is amazing. I've never gotten that effect in the normal oven. And if you don't know, in Australia, rotisserie chicken's actually really big. Instead of like fish and chip shops, we have chicken shops, which also do fish and chips, and obviously chips or fries. In Australia, we call them hot chips. But the big thing is rotisserie chicken, and you have like, So, yeah, we've been missing, and there's not really rotisserie chicken very available here in Finland. So that was freaking amazing. The main thing that we did was, for the first half of we roasted in 2 halves in the air fryer. In the first half of the time, we had it upside down, and then we just turned it over. And then, it crisped both the bottom and the top perfectly. Oh my God. It was so good. If you haven't air fried a whole chicken and it fits, you can get a chicken that fits, I say do it, because it is so freaking delicious. So we like devoured that, and just like, and the wings were so crispy. Oh my God. But now I'm really torn, because we love having chicken wings and fries together. And the fries are really good in the air fryer, but I feel like the chicken wings will also be really good. But you can't really, we don't have like a double one, so we can only like cook one at a time. So it's hard if you want to pair them together. We have to decide whether it's wings or fries. Probably put the wings in the oven again, but it was super good. So highly recommend. And that was the food we had over Christmas. And we just love cooking for Christmas, so that was so good. So delicious. And it was also super like non-stressful. Having like the microwave, the air fryer, and the oven, and a little bit of stovetop. I know, super chill. So we have the usual plans. Of course, across the top, I'm going to have all of my Planmas videos. And thank you so much if you tuned in for the 25 videos in December. Thank you so much. I think I did really well, and I really enjoyed it. Getting the comments, I still have to reply to a bunch of comments, but I will get to them. But thank you so much for enjoying it, and it was super fun. I kind of like miss making videos, because now obviously I don't have as many videos to make all the time, and it was really fun to like occupy myself with that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad you guys did too. And if you missed out, there's a whole playlist on here called Planmas 2022, so you can go and catch up on any videos. But on Monday, I just have Coffee Monday. I did some planning. I finished up my last spread, and then I put on these Christmassy nails so I could do the base of this one. And then this day I actually had an appointment to have the nurse call me. It was about my birth control prescription, and basically they like to check in with you before they renew your prescription. Just check, like, ask general questions. And it was really nice because it was just on a phone call, and they called me, and it was super easy. Just ask me the questions. I don't have a lot of health stuff in my family, so or myself, pretty standard, so there wasn't a lot to talk about there. But yeah, so I was able to just fill them in on my health stuff, and then they were able to renew my prescription, so that's all squared away. I have been loving the Finnish health system because I haven't even gone in to see a doctor yet, and I hated how I constantly had to go to the doctor in person just to get a renewal of a prescription. Like, it's such a waste of time, like, for both of us, so I love how I can just do this online or on the phone. And then I finished during my Narnia reread. Well, I read them as children, so I don't remember them. But I finished Voyage of the Dawn Treader this day and played some Dreamlight Valley. And I will say that Mickey Tsum Tsum sticker I made myself. I found all the official graphics from the Tsum Tsum game, which if you didn't know, the Tsum Tsums actually come from a Japanese game. And I think those Tsum Tsum designs are so cute from the actual game, so I looked them up and downloaded them all. I printed this off like years and years ago, but he's a cute little Christmas Mickey. And yeah, I thought Voyage of the Dawn Treader was really good. I really enjoyed like all the different islands, and I found like in the enchantments, and I thought it was very magical, so I enjoyed that one. And I really loved, there's this whole scene with like a sea full of white lilies, and then these mer people who have like purple hair. It was very cool. Then Tuesday, I think, did I mark payday? But we had groceries delivered for the Christmas shop. So we had like a full fridge that day. And then I started the next Narnia book, which was The Silver Chair. And this was probably my favorite BBC production film of The Silver Chair. If you didn't know, back in the 80s or 90s, the BBC like did films of all the books. So I really loved The Silver Chair as a child, so I did enjoy reading that. I just love, it's a lot darker, and there's a really cool enchantment on that. So yeah, I enjoy The Silver Chair. And then I called my dad because we had to chat about some things. Just settling my Christmas gift and things like that, and just chatting to my dad, normally. And then I got a gift basket delivered for my mum, which is a bunch of snacks. Then I did the voiceover for my Plan With Me the next day and binged YouTube because there's still quite a lot of videos going up at that time. And then Wednesday, I had a Plan With Me go up. So we had a pre-plan with me. Oh, so that's what I put on Tuesday. I had kit planning where I reorganized my kit collection and also destashed a bunch, but also planned out like kits that I might want to use in 2023. So that video is everything. If you're looking for kit stuff, that video is for you. But yeah, and then I had my normal one of these Plan With Me's go up on Wednesday. Also, all during this week, this snow that we got the previous week from the blizzard was all melting, and it was all super icy outside, so that wasn't great. I did a bunch of wash. Oh my god, that was the main thing we did this week. We did a ton of cleaning, so you'll see that. We washed some clothes here, just cooked some dinner and things, trying to be good, and not really getting any delivery food. And then, we were watching Laura Kampf. So she's a German YouTuber. The channel's like in English, and they subtitle when they talk German. But she bought this like 120-year-old house in Germany, and she's restoring it. And obviously nothing ever goes right with those restorations. And it was just really fun to like catch up. We're all caught up now, and she has to go on a break because it's winter in Germany. And you can't like build a house in winter there. So but we caught up on all the videos that she'd been doing this year of her old house, and it was really interesting. And Germany is fun. And And then I did some drawing work this day, although this was me planning kits out, and I planned a bunch of art sets out and got that work done. And then I did some reading of The Silver Chair. But that is the first half of the week. I brought out all of my, all the Christmas stickers that I could, and I think it just looks so cute. And in the sidebar, you'll see later at the end that I just put a decorative sticker from What's More With Love to take up that box, because I didn't really have anything to mark. So, yeah, now we're going to start on Thursday. And now I'm caught up and run out of stories. But yeah, I really enjoyed watching Laura Kampf's series. She's she calls herself a creator or a maker. So she loves making stuff out of metal and wood, and so that's why she's decided to do a house project. And obviously not so many things go wrong, and then she has to realize she probably needs to hire a team of people to actually work on this house. So it was fun to watch that, and they were very cute and funny, more alternative Germans, I guess, arty Germans. And so, I get all of these. Okay, I get with the videos here, I get brought forward a day, so I'm gonna have to change that because January kits did not go up on Thursday. But yeah, then we did clean everything. So I think this day is when I vacuumed and mopped the entire apartment. The entire apartment. And I was actually able to mop I got a steam mop a while ago. And I was actually able to steam mop the entire apartment, every single room, on one tank of water, which was awesome. And I only had to change the power plug once. Love it. Chef's kiss. Love living in an apartment, to be honest. So everything was vacuumed and mopped this day, and then our new air fryer was delivered. And then I folded up all that laundry and put it away that I had washed, and then I just marked again that we binge watched more Laura Kampf and some more Silverchair. I read so much slower when I'm not working because I work in 2 to 4 hour bursts, and I'll listen to a book that whole time, so I get through books so much faster while I'm drawing. But yeah, so it took me a little bit longer to get through Silverchair, but I really did enjoy it. And then so I'm gonna be I write these all out, and then I have to save the little foil icons, but it all works out in the end. So Friday, Christmas Eve, which I guess is a bigger deal here as well because Christmas Eve is the day. I don't know. What have we got going on this day? I think I did more clothes washing, pretty sure. But let's have a look. You'll see, guys. We did so much. We're just really into cleaning mood. We cleaned up the whole kitchen, and we kept it super sparkling clean through the whole weekend. After every meal, we cleaned it all up, and we're so proud of ourselves for being adults. Oh yeah, so I did do some laundry, but I don't know, this day I just put sad AF because I just felt very down. I know, that empty sadness. Maybe it's just the build up of the stupid season. But I know, I was feeling super down on Friday, so nah. And we treated ourselves to some Macca's, some McDonald's. So that's always nice to have a little pick-me-up. And of course we hadn't had food delivery in a while. But yeah, I don't know, I was just super sad this day, which sucked. Look at me go. I'm just, most of this end part of this video is me fiddling around. So I guess I could have talked about my food now, but that doesn't matter. We also ended up with a ton of stacks. So we got that gift basket from my mom, which had a bunch of chocolates and nuts and things like that. And then we also bought a bunch of Christmas boxes of chocolate. So we've been eating some chocolate too. It's been great. I think I'm about to realize I messed this up because I'm like, wait, planner faves didn't go up on the 23rd. It went up on the 24th. Yep, there I go. There's my finger going, wait a second. This is wrong. And of course, I can't just move the stickers around because I'm color blocking, right? I guess if I wasn't, I could have just moved that little thing to Saturday, but that's not the life I lead. So I was able to pick up that little icon, which is great. I just used the red and the gold little icons from the Caress Press bundle. And then this little bunny wasn't sticking, which is random. But anyway, was I able to... I can't remember if I was able to save this little book or if I just brought out a different icon. Yeah, I think I just brought out a different icon. And that's okay. Because I still had a bunch here. Oh my god, did you see how I perfectly like horizontally slid that sticker sheet into frame? That looked kind of almost robotic. That was weird. And you guys who just listen to these videos will have to rewind and have a look. I don't know, to me it looked like I just perfectly slid it into view. How strange. Here I am fixing up these labels. Yeah, so I had my 2023 planner set up on that day, and I set it up for a sort of blue, pink and gold astronomy academia theme. And I'm really happy with it. I love it so much already, and I just did my first spread in the new one with, obviously the New Year week. And I'm so excited. It's so fun. Always love starting a new planner, So now we can get back on to the actual plans again and just try to bring in what I can. So, what did I put in here? I don't remember. Come on, Jess, put that sticker in. There we go, that one fits. You're watching these back and being like, what am I doing? But I do love how perfectly my nails match. I love Dashing Diva nail stickers. They're just the best. Oh, and then I did another clean everything. I think this is when we cleaned up the kitchen and we just, cleaned everything up. Oh, and we rearranged furniture. Duh. I just used this Christmas tree sticker, but basically in our living room on one side we had our exercise bike, and we actually swapped the exercise bike. So Locke had 2 desks in their office, and we took one desk out and put it where the exercise bike was and put the exercise bike in Locke's office. So we did all that rearranging of the furniture, and we had to also clean around that too. So yeah, we just moved all that around. So now we have like a desk in the living room instead of a big exercise bike, which is nice. And now Locke can play like games on the computer there and be in the same room as me. And then, and I can also use it because my gaming laptop is on there. And then I finished the silver chair that night. And I really enjoyed that one. I enjoy the silver chair. And we gotta love Puddle Glum because he's hilarious. Like, he lives up to his name because he's negative about everything. He's like, he hurt his foot, so he's probably like, well, I probably lost my foot and I'll be, I won't have a foot for the rest of my life. And it's like, it all healed up fine. He's that kind of negative person, and it was great. I love Puddle Glum. One of the best C.S. Lewis characters. And then Christmas Eve, Planner Faves went up, and then we watched The Nightmare Before Christmas and Home Alone, and we actually spent most of the day organizing our closets. So we both have our own closets, because there's one in Locke's office. So that's where they keep their clothes, and then I have my clothes in the bedroom, and then we both went through both of our closets and tried on all of our clothes and got rid of anything that didn't fit or we didn't like anymore, and put away and rearranged the rest of our stuff. And we destashed a good 4 garbage bags worth of clothes. So it's so much more organized and awesome, and our clothes fit, which is great. So we did organizing. I told you we did so much cleaning and rearranging this week. We did like a spotless apartment, and then we rearranged furniture, and then we went through and hauled out our closets. So satisfying. And then we watched Home Alone #1. I only watch one anymore. I don't watch the second one anymore because, well, first, that horrible cameo. And although we love Tim Curry, Locke is not a fan of the pigeon lady. I don't know. I just don't like Home Alone 2 as much as Home Alone 1. So, and my favorite part of Home Alone 1 is when he puts the tarantula on, what's his name's face? One of the burglars' face, and his scream is so funny and so perfect. Oh my god, I love it. And then we made our steak dinner. And then we're also watching Simpsons Christmas episodes because Disney Plus makes a little plate like a playlist, so you can just select Christmas episodes, which is fun. And our favorite is definitely the one where Bart shoplifts a video game. Like, it's just the best Christmas episode. And then we watched The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which I didn't write which properly, and whatever. I'm moving on. It's too long of a title. But this was the 2005? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, with James McAvoy's Mr. Tumnus. I love it. It's just so cozy and fun. It was a really good film. And it's too bad, like, those films never got to the silver chair, because I think it would have been really good. But yeah, loved that one. It was just a nice thing to watch and be all cozy. And there's just nothing quite like Lucy meeting Mr. Tumnus, is there, at the lamppost. I just finished all of the Chronicles of Narnia. I just finished the last book, and I gave the last book 1 star, and it kind of like, I don't know, I feel like I need to accept that this last book doesn't exist because it ruins everything, in my opinion. And so I'm just trying to hold on to like the sweet stuff from the beginning. Then it was Christmas Day, and I had my big sticker hole go up, and I called both of my parents, which takes like 2 hours. And then we gave Heidi her Christmas presents, because our Christmas present was the air fryer as well as new frying pans. So we just don't bother with presents anymore, to be honest, or wrapping presents. I don't know. It's a lot. So we gave Heidi her new presents, which was a bunch of toys, and she spent the next few hours rolling around on the bed with them and then sleeping a deep sleep. So she was very happy. And then we actually joined her in bed, and we had like a 2-hour nap because we were just so tired for some reason. And so it was the 3 of us in bed sleeping, napping on Christmas Day, and it's just so cozy. And usually when we come to nap, like both of us, Heidi like leaves the bed because she gets annoyed. But this time she stayed on the bed, and all 3 of us napped. It was so pretty and cute. It's just such a good day. And then we had our roast chicken dinner, which, yeah, so good in the air fryer. So dang good. And then, we watched Elf over dinner, and then we actually started watching Tom and Simon of the Yogscast. They played through the last Dark Pictures anthology game called The Devil in Me. The Devil in Me, but I wrote Devil Within Me in this spread because I had a brain fart. But anyway, it was the game The Devil in Me, which is like the little horror games, and we love watching them play them because they're just so funny, and they make a lot of our decisions as well. So yeah, we started watching that, we finished it the next day, and then I planned this out and got my spread all done for Christmas, so the next day I could put new nails on and do my New Year's Eve spread. But that is the finished spread in the last week in this planner. I have taped up the last week for various reasons, so this is the last one in my 2022 planner, and I just love it. I think it came out so cute. I'm glad I put in those pops of red with the champagne lights. But if you like this, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching me through this whole year. If you have and enjoying Planmas, I'm looking forward to the next new year of videos, and I'm hoping to do some more varied content as well as face-to-face stuff, so super excited. But otherwise, I hope you had a wonderful holiday week, no matter what you celebrate or don't, and have a very safe and healthy and lovely New Year's. I love you. Bye. Happy New Year. Bye bye. Woo, bye.